everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Shelby's Top 10. Today we will be talking about my top 10 favorite things about having a guide dog. Now, these are in no particular order, but this is something that I've been wanting to do for a while, so I thought I'd go ahead and make this video early on in the series, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So let's get started. The first thing is that my guide dog goes everywhere with me. I am never alone. She is with me, of course, whenever I'm at home, either on weekends or during the summer or on any kind of breaks from school. She's with me at school and at my apartment at school, so even if I go to classes, she goes with me. She stays in my apartment with me as well. I don't have to leave her at home. She goes shopping with me, she goes to the movies with me, she goes out to eat with me, she flies on a plane with me, she's always with me. So I don't ever have to be completely alone. The second thing is I always have a friend. Even whenever I feel like I have no human friends that want to hang out with me or really care about me, whenever I'm feeling like I just don't have any friends, I always have my guide dog as a friend. She loves me so much and she's just always there for me. She knows whenever I'm sad and will come over and try to cheer me up, and she succeeds, and she's just always there for me. The third thing is that I always have someone to cuddle with. I love to cuddle, and I'm single, so I at least still have her to cuddle with, and most of the time she likes to cuddle. Sometimes she doesn't, whenever she just wants to play, but most of the time she will cuddle with me, and so I can just lay on the couch and call her over and she'll just jump up and lay down with me. The fourth thing is that my guide dog is a conversation starter. I am extremely, unbelievably, incredibly, undescribably introverted, and I don't like social situations, but whenever I have her with me, I'm a little bit more comfortable in those situations because I have something to talk about, because people will come up to me to find out about my guide dog, and then we'll start talking about her, and then we'll branch off and start talking about something else. And so she has helped me in so many social situations that normally I would not be comfortable with whatsoever. The fifth thing is that she protects me. Not only does she obviously do her job and keep me from running into a pole in the middle of the street, or of the sidewalk, or from falling down a flight of stairs or things like that, but also, and honestly, I feel that she protects me whenever I'm walking around by myself, because while I don't necessarily know how she would react in a dangerous situation, I at least feel like she kind of deters people from trying to pull something on me, because yes, while I am visually impaired, which tends to make people more willing to try to get away with things, since I have her, I feel like people are less willing to try things because I have a big dog with me. Specifically a big lab with me, since labs tend to be very protective. So even if she doesn't necessarily actually do anything, I at least feel like she kind of deters people from doing that. So it's nice to have that protection. The sixth thing is that I have my own free entertainment. My guide dog is so entertaining. She's super goofy and just is always doing something that makes me laugh. It just cracks me up all the time, which is amazing, because when I'm at school I'm alone a lot of the time, and so not only am I not alone, but if I'm feeling down or whatever, chances are she's gonna do something that's really funny and totally make my day. The seventh thing is that a lot of times whenever I fly on a plane with Glenna, my guide dog, I get to sit in like the front seats, which are like the really big seats. They usually have like 2 to an aisle. I get to sit in one of those. That way there's more room for both of us, rather than trying to sit in a very cramped regular row of seating with people on both sides and then a row like right in front. She has more room to lay at my feet, but also I just have more room for myself. Alright, my camera overheated, so I apologize if the camera is at a slightly different angle or a very different angle than it was before, but I can't tell, so we're just gonna roll with it and just get right back into things. The 8th thing is that having a guide dog has been a great tool or a great way for me to educate people, or a great opportunity for me to educate people not only about guide dog etiquette and having a guide dog, like the responsibilities of having a guide dog, but also to educate people on blindness in general, sort of along the lines of her being a conversation starter. She has been a good leeway into educating people on blindness in general. So if I'm talking to them about how to interact with a guide dog, then the conversation could transition also into how to interact with a blind person specifically, or misconceptions about blindness or anything like that. The next thing is that she has allowed me to be very independent, going along the lines of what I said before about protection. Of course, she keeps me safe from running into things, as well as like falling downstairs or whatnot. But just in general, having her has allowed me to be a lot more independent than I was with a cane, and probably than I ever would be with a cane. She helps me get to places. I mean, she doesn't memorize the route. I can't walk out my front door and say, take me to Starbucks, and have her just, you know, like pull me along and go, okay, we're gonna turn this way. She doesn't do that. But she still helps me get to from point A to point B, and I probably will never go back to a cane unless the situation or the circumstances that I'm in just don't allow for me to have a guide dog. But assuming things work out, I don't plan on going back to a cane. And my last favorite for today is going along with what I said earlier. Having a guide dog has allowed me to make so many great friends, not only actually face to face, where I'm in those situations where she ends up making me more comfortable and starting a conversation, but also through things like YouTube. And, you know, I make these videos about having a guide dog, and then someone else who has a guide dog finds out about, you know, my video, and then we end up talking together and interact that way. So I've just gotten to meet so many great people because of her, both at school and like in person, and also just online. And I am so grateful for the friends that I have made through her, and I hope to make many more, and that's just something that I think is great about having a guide dog. But those are my top 10 favorite things about having a guide dog. I absolutely love having Glenna. Getting a guide dog is definitely one of the best decisions I have ever made, along with starting my YouTube channel. Those are probably the top 2. So I do not regret that whatsoever, and I'm so glad to finally get to make this video. It's one that I've been wanting to make for quite a while. But if you have a guide dog and you would like to leave your favorite things about having them in the comments below, I would love to read it. Or if you make a video response, I will definitely check that out as well. But that is it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, give it a big thumbs up, leave a friendly comment down below, and share. And if you haven't already, subscribe, and you get to join our little family here on YouTube. And I definitely appreciate every single one of you. But that is it for today, and I will see y'all in my next one. Bye!